Hey there, it's your brother from another mother, Evil Aniki, and today we're back at it with another Last Week in Anime. So, this last week, there was a lot of anime conventions that happened over the weekend, such as Anime UI, Anime Oklahoma, DakuCon, San Diego Anime Con, CCS Magical Mini Con, SableCon, Dothan Anime Fest. There's just a lot. I personally didn't go to any of these events. The only event I went to was the Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade pop-up event that we had here in LA. It was the last weekend for it, and I had my reservation for Saturday. Although, to be honest, I think anyone could have just shown up at any time and they would have let you in because it was pretty dead. I'm going to be posting a video about that in probably on Thursday. Just got to take my time with these things. But, just covering all of the events, San Diego Anime Con looked like it was a good, turnout this year. I went last year. Let me know if any of you guys went to any of these conventions because I'm always looking to follow new people who, go to conventions as well because I can't be everywhere and I wish I could. But speaking of conventions, there was a big event in Korea this past weekend, which is Gstar. And Gstar is the largest gaming convention in Korea. It's kind of like the E3 of Korea. And this is a really, really big one. I don't even know how to describe it. I guess this year marked the 20th anniversary, and so they went, pretty hard. And this is like a big esports I mean, it's a gaming one, but it's kind of really big with esports because esports is really big in Korea. And this is in Busan, so it's just really, really interesting to see. This article here on I can't remember idictmarketing.com. It was talking about it. It's really hard to find like good articles about conventions overseas. Uh, this one does pretty good job of like explaining what it is, who is there. Um, Major companies such as Bandai and EA Sports and Smilegate or Lowstark. I guess they had NC Soft, and my understanding is that Nexon was there. And you can see here Krafton's there with Dark and Darker. I would really love, I played a little bit of Dark and Darker. I think it's a really good game. And it looks like there's a bunch of other, game titles here. I can't really see it. But yeah, let's go into more photos of the event. So this is off their Facebook. This is the official G-Star Facebook account. For some reason, not so active on Twitter, not so active on Instagram, but Facebook really active. I wonder if it's like a Korean thing. Not sure. But going through it, you can see here this event looks really really cool, and this is a bunch of highlights from the different days. And it doesn't want me to view it, but whatever. There was also Supervive went out there, and it looks like they had a big showing here in the hallways of G-Star. Supervive is a new competitive game. It's kind of like League of Legends mixed with a little bit of like Battle Royale, Fortnite, and some people are kind of comparing it to like Battle Right. I've never played Battle Right. I have played Supervive. It was pretty fun. I played the beta. Uh, uh, when it was in the Steam Next Fest, maybe like a week or so ago. I recommend it. I think it's going into an open beta starting tomorrow. Actually, it was pretty good. It was pretty good, and I think there's going to be adding a bunch of new stuff for this new next beta with like music and more polish. Because a lot of the things in the last time I played it, it was like you couldn't. There was like like some of the emotes were still works in progress, and I'm sure it'll still have a lot of like work in progress stuff going on with it, but I'm sure it'll be a little bit more polished than it was, just a month ago. But speaking about big news, the biggest news story that I think I can cover, at all is from the last, like 24 hours, and that is Sony is in talks to buy media powerhouse Kodokawa. They just say it behind Elden Ring because I guess Kodokawa owns some stock in FromSoft, and it doesn't really seem like it's that big much. Uh, I think they own like 2% of FromSoft, so it's not really the same thing, but it's interesting. But apparently Sony is looking to gobble up Kodokawa. I don't know how I feel about this. Sony has a habit of like gobbling things up, and I mean, it's just not good. And they like to make bad live action adaptations, and it's just not something I'm excited for. I really think it's an L for the industry if this happens. I don't like it. I think these big conglomerate powerhouse companies going around and buying up all these different publishers. it's a bad thing. Because, like, I mean, if you look at like some of the stuff that's happened in the gaming industry recently with like Microsoft and Sony in general, it's like they'll buy up all these companies, and then they like and then they expect them to be like solo developers for X, Y, and Z of making games or movies. And as soon as like they have one flop, they lay off like hundreds and hundreds of people. And you can see that here, especially in the gaming industry with I mean, if you look at like Concord, like so many people got laid off from Concord. Not talking that it's that game wasn't didn't have what it wasn't. I'm not saying it was a great game, but I'm just saying that there should be more fail safes put in place, uh so layoffs just aren't the first immediate response for a company, because that tends to be like the thing for like the last couple of years, where these big companies will just lay people off. Like, they don't that's how they get their revenue, is by laying people off. It sounds weird. It's like they'll go out and they'll get these big contracts and they'll have all these employees, and then they'll start realizing, oh, we're kind of spending too much and our EBITDA is too big or it's too small or whatever, something like that. And then they lay off people, and then they view it as savings, and it's just like that's a dumb way to think about it, and I'm not on board with that. But speaking of funding, uh, oh my god, ads everywhere. Haruhi Suzumiya franchise's crowdfunding reaches both goals on day one. I guess Haruhi official was doing a crowdfunding for a new song and an accompanying music video, and it's reached its goals. Shout out to them. I wonder how much they raised. Let's see if we can see. I agree. I agree. Let's see. Is this? Can I translate? Okay, so 26 million yen with 721 supporters with nearly 2 months left to go. And they raised double, almost like 2.5 times the amount they were looking to get. That's pretty cool. Let's see here what if they have any goals here. A lot of it's in Jap. Okay, when it gets to the image, oh, it looks like there's some cool merch. Okay. Digital goods may change because of recording. Um, but they're looking to get, music and music video production, product production, and then shipping costs, which seems like it's good. I mean, I'm down for it. Super cool. But going into more money related news, we've got the box office opening for a bunch of anime stuff that happened this past weekend as well. So Ghost Cat goes, and this is coming off of Anime News Network. Ghost Cat Anzu earned $158,000 in U.S. opening. It's not a lot, but that's more than I was expecting it to get. I mean, there was almost no marketing for this, from what I've seen, and that's a pretty good amount. I mean, that's it's not great, but I mean, for a small film, that's pretty big. But speaking of bigger films, they had some other ones here. Where let's see, da, 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 da. Overlord, the Sacred Kingdom, estimated in U.S. of $156,000 on its second weekend. Going from 12th to 16th, the film has earned an estimated cumulative total of 1,570,732 in the United States. So it's made some pretty good money. That's pretty big. Um, and then Transformers One. Uh, I mean, it's been out for a while, but it's made a big amount of money. But it's finally shifting down. Actually, no, it rose. It rose from 21 to 18th. That's wild. In its ninth weekend. That's crazy that it's still doing that well. But speaking of things that cost money, let's go into our, end of the video. I know this is a short one. Not much news this week. The biggest thing was the Sony might buy Kadokawa. But of course, I want to end things up on the Ami Ami website and just see what's out. What's on pre-order, what's coming out. Let's check it out. Let's open a bunch of figures here. Hopefully, none of these are too sus to look at. Um, Body pillows. This is cute. What's that? Uh, Let me know if you guys see anything that you would get, and that I should be clicking on here. Let's load more, just to get the last week. Um, Looks like there's some Final Fantasy stuff. Let's check some of that out. Keep going. Random Vegeta. A lot of sus figures. Ami always has some of the most sus figures, and I love it. Oh, I saw this one, and I want to check that one out because that one looks cute. And then, yeah, we only got a few more days here. Let's see. Bunch of cars. Some small. Is that a Miku? It looks like some Vocaloid stuff. Some Nikkei stuff. Let's check this out. I don't open enough Nikkei. Always got to talk about more Nikkei. Also, event details for the Nikkei pop-up in LA have come out. I hope you guys are following the event. Nikkei's been doing pop-ups all around America. I mean, they also apparently did a cafe. I think it was in Singapore or Malaysia, somewhere over there. I saw it on Facebook. Maybe it was even the Philippines. I don't remember. But they did a Nikkei cafe, which looked really cool. Would love them to do like a Nikkei cafe, and it was a pop-up cafe, so it wasn't like a permanent thing. It was just like a weekend thing. But I would love them to do more things here in the United States. I know Nikkei's been doing a lot of things overseas with like they had a bunch of giant like plushies or something in like a giant glass truck, and it was driving around Tokyo or something like that. Something weird. I don't know. But let's look at these figures. So starting off, we got Mimosa original figure size Ryui Hoshi Zika 1/6. I mean, this is a nice looking figure. A little spicy. Uh, would you guys get this? I might get this. Uh, how much is it? Almost $200. I don't know. That's kind of pricey. I like the design. A little pricey. Moving on, we've got Rabbit Girl illustration by Jen Granita 1/7 complete figure bonus inclusive limited edition. This one looks really cute. I like this one a lot. This is a cute design. Um, Kind of like has that Miku colored hair and a good pose, and I like the pillow. The pillow's a nice base. These are the Final Fantasy VII figures. This one looks like it's posable. Pretty cool. What was the other one? Oh yeah, Yuffie, right? Looks cool. Little chibi statue. Not these chibi things and like posable ones are not really something that I like to get. This one looked interesting. Let's see if I can get a better view of this one. It's like a sushi girl. This is cute. She some type of wolf girl or something, or a lion girl. I don't know, something like that. Bento fairy cheesy baked shrimp complete figure. That is an interesting figure name. Moving on, we've got the Nikkei. This is a clear file of Viper. Looks like she's eating an apple. And then they're also doing a bunch of Nikkei trading photo card beauty full shot. I believe this is mostly from the summer event. Yeah, I think this is all the summer event stuff. So that's pretty cool to see. And then finally, the last figure we're going to look at. This one is released, so you can buy this one right now. This is League of Legends KDA Akali. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm not the biggest League person in the world. I like this character's design a lot. I love KDA. I love their music. I wouldn't be able to tell you a single one of their names, but this is a really good looking figure. Look at that. The mask is removable. That's pretty cool. Love the details. Love the details. Very cool. But that's where I'm going to end this episode today, guys. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know if there's any news stories you guys want me to cover down in the comments below. But it's been a good one. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.